Compound nouns in English grammar. I have already covered simple nouns. Simple nouns are single words used to name person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Some examples of simple nouns include boy, city, book, teacher, and happiness. These are called simple nouns because each noun is made up of just one word. Compound nouns are the opposite of simple nouns. They are made of combining two or more different words. For example, toothbrush, bus stop, mother-in-law, and swimming pool. As you can see, each component of these compound nouns can be spoken separately. Toothbrush can be spoken as tooth and brush. Bus stop can be spoken as bus and stop. Mother-in-law can be spoken as mother-in-law. And swimming pool can be spoken as swimming and pool. You use compound nouns like classroom, football, teacup, police station, and washing machine every day. In the compound nouns examples so far, you may have noticed that some compound nouns can be written as one word with no space between them, such as toothbrush. Some nouns can be combined using a hyphen, such as mother-in-law. And some nouns are written as separate words with a space separating them, such as swimming pool. There are different types of compound nouns, such as open or spaced compound nouns, hyphenated compound nouns, closed or solid compound nouns made from noun plus noun, compound nouns made from adjective and noun, compound nouns made from verb plus noun, and compound nouns made from gerund and noun. Let's quickly study these individual compound noun types. Open or spaced compound nouns. Open or spaced compound nouns, as mentioned before, are separated by a space. Examples include bus stop, police station, living room, coffee mug, and school bag. You will notice that these are not complicated compound nouns. Open or spaced compound nouns are simply separated by a space between them, but they are usually spoken together. Both bus and stop are separate words. Here are a few sentences using open or spaced compound nouns. I waited at the bus stop. Her school bag is very heavy. We sat in the living room. Hyphenated compound nouns. Hyphenated compound nouns are separated by a hyphen. Some of the examples of hyphenated compound nouns are check-in, passerby, editor-in-chief, and self-esteem. At this stage, you must wonder how we decide when to use a space and when to use a hyphen. There is no hard and fast rule in English. Sometimes some combinations may seem confusing, so instead of using a space, a hyphen is used. Take for example, merry-go-round. Without hyphens, it will simply be merry-go-round. Similarly, if you write forget-me-not, without hyphens, it will appear as forget-me-not. Again, a bit confusing. Again, where to use the space and where to use the hyphen depends on general usage that you gradually begin to remember rather than trying to make a sense of it. Here are a few sentences using hyphenated compound nouns. The hotel check-in starts at noon. A passerby helped the injured man. She spoke to the editor-in-chief. Regular practice and encouragement can improve a child's self-esteem. Closed or solid compound nouns. These are made by combining multiple words into a single word. Some examples of closed and solid compound nouns include toothbrush, football, notebook, sunflower, bedroom. Football is made of foot and ball, and similarly, notebook is made of note and book. Again, you may ask, why not write toothbrush instead of toothbrush or notebook instead of notebook? The question is valid. Many multiple words evolved into single words over a long period of time. So there was a time when people wrote toothbrush as toothbrush and notebook as notebook, but eventually they came to be written as closed or solid compound nouns. Here are a few sentences using closed and solid compound nouns. I bought a new notebook yesterday. The toothbrush is in the bathroom. Sunflowers grow very quickly in summer. My bedroom faces the garden. Closed and solid compound nouns are quite common in English and many people don't even realize that they are used by mixing multiple words. Compound nouns formed with noun and noun, noun plus noun. Such a noun is made with the combination of two nouns. For example, football player, kitchen table, teacup, school bus, and apple tree. You will note that in the case of football player, even football is a combination of two nouns with foot and ball. I've already covered such nouns in the section of closed or solid compound nouns. It means that some compound nouns can belong to different categories simultaneously. Here are a few sentences using compound nouns formed with noun plus noun. The school bus arrived late today. She kept the cups on the kitchen table. The football player signed autographs. An apple tree grows behind our house. Compound nouns formed with adjective and noun. You already know what are adjectives. They are noun modifiers, which means they change the nature of the noun or they describe the noun further. For example, big tree. Big is the adjective and tree is the noun. Here are some examples of compound nouns formed by combining adjective and noun. Blackboard, greenhouse, full moon, software, and hot dog. All these nouns are formed by adding an adjective to another noun. For example, black is added to board to make blackboard, green is added to house to make greenhouse, and full is added to moon to make full moon. Side note, in the case of a greenhouse, when you combine green with house, it doesn't simply mean a house that is green. In this case, the resulting noun becomes entirely something else. A greenhouse is a special enclosure used for growing plants in an artificially maintained environment. Examples of sentences having compound noun formed with adjective and noun. The teacher wrote on the blackboard, tomatoes are growing inside the greenhouse. We saw a bright full moon last night. He installed new software on his laptop. Compound nouns formed with verb and noun. As the name suggests, these nouns are formed by combining a verb and a noun. The verb can come before the noun or after the noun. Here are a few examples. Haircut, pickpocket, breakfast, playground, stopwatch. As you can see, in the case of stopwatch, it is made by combining a verb, stop, and a noun, watch. Similarly, playground is formed by combining the verb play and noun ground. Some sentences using compound nouns having a verb and a noun. The pickpocket stole a tourist's wallet in the crowded market. I got a haircut before attending the wedding. The coach used a stopwatch to measure the runner's speed. The children were playing happily in the playground. Compound nouns formed with gerund and noun. When you add ing to a verb, it becomes a gerund. For example, walking, talking, sleeping, and jumping. Sometimes you add ing to a verb to turn it into a noun, but that's a topic for another video. Examples of such compound nouns with gerunds are washing machine, driving license, swimming pool, dining table, dancing trainer, or frying pan. The first part of this noun shows an action with gerund, while the second word represents something, some place, or sometimes some person. For example, in the case of washing machine, washing is the action and machine is the noun. Here are some sentences using compound nouns formed by combining a gerund and a noun. Our washing machine stopped working yesterday. She renewed her driving license last month. The children jumped into the swimming pool. The dancing trainer taught the students a new hip hop routine. So in this video of nouns, we have simple nouns and compound nouns. Simple nouns consist of just a single word such as tree, boy, lake, jealousy, whereas compound nouns are made up of different nouns, adjectives and nouns, and verbs and nouns. Just to recap, compound nouns can be of the following varieties: open or spaced compound nouns, hyphenated compound nouns, closed or solid compound nouns. Within these varieties, you have noun plus noun, adjective plus noun, verb plus noun, and gerund plus noun. With this, I will end my video on compound nouns. I hope you have found the video useful and have learned something useful about compound nouns. If yes, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, or click the bell icon so that you receive a notification when I upload my next video.